Hello from the city of London. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm losing my voice a little, so I mean, you probably can't tell, but I have a pack of Strepsils sitting in front of me. Oh, I said it correctly again. Go me. Because I usually say Strepsils, but I guess I should stop saying that because I've not been saying that recently. I've been saying Strepsils. It means, okay, I literally just contradicted my point. I said it wrong when recently I've been saying it correctly. Anyways, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about gratitude, y'all, because gratitude is so freaking important, and in times like these, like today, this week, a lot has been happening. The world, the problems of the world. You know what keeps me going? I'm quite a positive person, I'd like to say, and what really keeps me going as a very faithful person is that although things might not be great in life, life isn't perfect and never will be, and many people have it much better than others, but I'm a big believer in God. And okay, let's say you don't believe in God, maybe you believe in the universe or energy, but for me, God sees everything. God sees everything. God sees my efforts. God sees your efforts. God sees our efforts and what we're doing, our intention, the action we're undertaking to be good people or to make things better, to improve situations, or to help in improving the conditions that some people are living in, or the problems people are facing. Nothing is neglected, even though it might feel neglected sometimes, it's really not. And you might not feel that now, or that it might not be seen now, but I'm a believer in the afterlife, and doing good in this world will lead, inshallah, to good in the afterlife. And those who do good will get what they deserve, the reward they deserve. And I truly think this life is just a test. This life is a big test. And that's why, you see people who are in the poorest of conditions are often the most grateful people. And that just shows how important gratitude is. Gratitude is everything. Have you seen that picture with the guy and the two guys on a train or a bus? They're on a mountain, and one of them is sulking, looking at the side of the window that's dark, and it's almost blocked by this shadow by the mountain, or a closed side of the mountain. But then the other guy is looking, smiling. His eyes are beaming as he's looking out into this side of the window that's filled with light and a whole viewpoint from the mountain of it's like he's in awe and completely, entirely enamored by the nature, as if he's looking at life with full of possibilities, so and awestruck, let's say. It's all about perspective. You need to change the way you think about things. I literally just saw a TikTok from this neuroscientist saying that you need to alter your perspective, and your mindset and the way that you think and the lens that you look at situations from influences so much, genuinely. And I've always been such a big believer in mindset ever since I learned about what a growth mindset is, which was long ago now, and I've carried that with me. I've carried a growth mindset with me since I learned about it, because I understood how powerful it is. And when I tell you it has changed the game in my life, it really has. Growing up, not even growing up, even in certain situations, I'll admit sometimes I might have a bit more of a fixed mindset, but I realized, and a big lesson I learned recently was I need to shut up and stop making excuses. Excuses will get you nowhere. You need to be honest with yourself and just do what you need to do. So open your mind a bit. Stop limiting yourself and remember and think about what you have. Remember what you have, think about it, and thank God for it. You need to be thankful, because That's why I say, 3 Gs. Think about 3 good things in your day. It's genuinely psychologically proven. Go into Google Scholar, go into whatever platform of resources and credentials you want to go into. Gratitude is very, very, very good for you, for your health, for your soul, for your spirituality. And that's why in so many religions as well, it's so rooted in gratitude and praying and thanking your higher power. It's very important. And even in meditation is encouraged. It encourages you to sit and be mindful and reflect and observe what you have around you. Remember what you have, even if it's so simplistic, even if it's a simple meal that you ate. Acknowledging it can help you in the long term. It really can. And when you're in times of stress and uncertainty, zoom out, look at the wider picture, and pinpoint things that it's like, okay, but at least thankfully I have this. Yeah, things are not the best right now, but at least I have this. At least. Au moins. At least. And some people don't have those things. Or people might have so much and then all of a sudden have nothing. Life can switch up on people, and it's not fair. Life isn't fair, but given the unfairness of life, you have to work to your advantages. You have to do what you can do. You have to work given the situation, rather than sitting and moping about it. Like, there's that book, Who Moved My Cheese, where some mice who, they initially got so rich. I believe, correct me if the story is wrong. I read this a few years ago, but I got a good moral lesson out of it. The mice who they were like rich from all the good cheese they had, but then they lost it all. The ones who decided to move on and look for more cheese and better and new cheese, rather than wasting time moping or dwelling or trying to find the cheese they had lost. The ones who went and looked for new opportunities, moved on with their lives, were the ones who progressed. So have an open mind, move forward, move on. This is leading me to moving on from people too, because even with people, like, this quote is kind of cheesy, but one of my best friend's moms told her it, and when I needed to hear it, she said it to me, and it really helped. Don't be sad that it's over. Smile, because it happened. It happened, okay? A person you may no longer have with you today, or a person, and when I say that, I don't necessarily mean someone who's passed, but even someone you're no longer in touch with, that has been difficult for you to move on from. Smile for everything you learned from this person, and for all the memories, and say goodbye, because with every goodbye is a hello, is a new hello. People enter your life for a reason, and they leave for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It's all part of your life path. God has written out a life path for you. And that's why when things aren't the best, you need to trust that it's okay, because this is all part of God's plan. It really is. Like, I think the most faithful people are the ones who stress the least, because they have so much trust in God and God's plan that they know that it's okay. This is just part of the plan. Like, this was meant to happen, and somehow this is the best for me. It's gonna work out for me. Somehow. Maybe you don't understand now, maybe you never will understand, but you know, and you have so much faith that it's fine and things will be okay. Even when they feel like they are not at all. And when you feel like you see no future ahead, or you see no future forward, or have no idea in the world how things can get better, things will change. And it's your job to respond in the best way that you can. And of course, this is so much easier said than done. Oh, I just dropped some pens. I was cleaning my room. Okay. But my point is, gratitude is so key. And out of gratitude, do your best to support in others. to support others. You know, you know what you have, and use what you have to be helpful, to give a helping hand. Being a person is the most important thing in my life. Just being a good person. Or it's one of the most important things, because I think being a good person is a big umbrella with many branches, with all my different values, or all the different values you might have. With the issues and problems and dire situations that many people are facing today, that are out of their control, genuinely out of their control, and it's so unfortunate. A way that you can help is by praying for them, keeping them in your thoughts, and not only in your thoughts, but other people's thoughts, by spreading awareness, educating people, or guiding people to educate themselves in the right way, in an appropriate manner, of course. In terms of, for example, sharing a credible resource, or if someone has a question, finding out the best way to answer and answering it effectively, or maybe guiding them to the right person to ask their question. Do what you can in the situations that are happening today, in today's society. Do what you can. Do your best, and God will do the rest, inshallah. That's my life motto, or one of my life mottos. So I hope this gave you some serotonin. Bisous. Have a great evening ahead.